Whilst it may sometimes feel like a thankless task, your daily activity briefing, or DABs, is one of the most important parts of your roles and responsibilities. These daily meetings help make sure that you and everyone on your team are fully up to date on the site activities and the risk involved from those activities. The sole purpose of DABs is essential to keeping everyone on the project safe and to create a safer working environment. As you know, projects are an ever-changing environment. Plant is constantly moving, new hazards are evolving, and what was a safe route yesterday potentially is no longer safe to access today. It's for those reasons that you need to be thorough and professional with your DABs, and that everyone is consistently and accurately kept up to date and safe whilst working for Knights Brown.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Always start your DABs with a message of empowerment. The empowerment for everyone to challenge anything that does not look or feel safe.
I just want to emphasize one thing. Everyone in here in this area is empowered to challenge when something feels unsafe.
At every briefing, remind individuals that they are empowered to stop work if they feel they are working unsafely, and importantly, are empowered to stop others from working if they too are working unsafely. Simply challenge them to stop and report immediately to you.
So if you see something that's unsafe, stop works and let us know.
Say again that they are also not to start work after reporting until they personally feel safe to continue and are authorized by you to do so. The following are examples of topics you will need to include in your inductions and briefings. Safety updates and daily objectives. Your team's health and safety are one of the main reasons for having a daily activity briefing. So it's important to make sure that you address any safety-related concerns and make sure people are up to date on any hazards and associated risks on site. Discuss the specific tasks and objectives to be accomplished during the day.
For Gang 2, you will just be... We have also existing underground services. We have installed earthing tapes in some areas, ducting, drainage. Everything's all marked up.
As always, ask questions of your team and make sure everyone understands their roles and responsibilities and how to keep themselves and others safe and incident-free.
What do you think, Gang 1? What should Carl have done?
Just stopped them immediately, challenged them, made sure their work area was barred off, checked their...
This is a good opportunity to re-emphasize the importance of adhering to right works.
Please do complete this so that we can continuously improve our site.
And discuss any specific issues or precautions relevant to the day's work related to safety.
You know where the red zone is, you're aware of that.
This can also include warning your team of previous safety incidents that have occurred on site, or near misses that have been communicated from other parts of Knights Brown.
So there's another incident in one of our Knights Brown sites, and it's a service strike. A ticket was raised yesterday about a near-miss incident. Trevor, can you elaborate on that?
I was operating my 14-ton machine, digging trenches.
Empowerment to challenge. Always remind your team continuously.
Again, everyone is empowered to challenge when something is done unsafely. Either you do it safely or not at all.
Weather and ground conditions.
So has anyone checked what the weather will be today?
Can today's weather affect or impact on the planned works? Welfare.
Is the welfare in a good condition, or is any issues you want to raise?
Are the team happy with the facilities and their condition? Changes from yesterday.
So just want to inform everybody that there's changes from yesterday. So today in the West platform, we have more excavations. It's going to be 2.
Has something happened overnight that people need to be aware of? Fatigue.
So we know it's still summertime.
Are your team fit and well, or do you need to make adjustments? For example, look out for obvious or early signs of heat stroke or tiredness, and make everyone aware of these symptoms.
We have the UV aware board that's in the platforms. So we also have the sun cream that you could use as well. So make sure you use that. But I think the most important thing is you need to be hydrated.
Plant and equipment.
Trevor, have you checked your plant is okay and in good
I've
condition?
done my daily checks.
Does anything need to be replaced?
How about you, Duncan, for the dumper? Nothing needs replacing, guys? All good?
Moving plant. Coordination and segregation.
Obviously, danger of moving plant, always get thumbs up. You know where the red zone is, you're aware of that.
Remind people continuously of the thumbs up safety and the people-plant interface procedures and standards.
So you do the thumbs up, look at the plant operator. The plant operator should put the bucket down, isolate his controls using his lever before giving you his thumbs up. When both of you have acknowledged that you've done the thumbs up procedure together, then you can enter the area.
No reversing on site. Only if an absolute must, and only with a banksman.
Very important reminder for everyone. All vehicles, when reversing, should have a trained banksman with them. No banksman, no reversing.
This reduces the risk of harm to people and damage to plant. Permits. Make sure your team is informed what tasks include permits and who is responsible. For example, no breaking ground without a buried service permit. Incident or best practice reporting protocols, including reporting mechanisms or documentation requirements. Are your team aware of how and who they report to? Planning daily activities.
Also, Dave will have the non-stocker boxes delivered today, so make sure...
Now it's time to plan and coordinate the daily activities. Think about your tasks today, associated risks, and control measures to keep everyone safe. For example, consider and check if permits are required or exclusion zones for working at height necessary.
Where's your suggestion?
We should get the permit to work.
Yeah, permit to dig. Very good, Wayne.
This is also a good time to check PPE. Is it suitable and in good condition for the task? Ask the question. Physically check their PPE periodically.
Wayne, I'll have to issue you a Knight's Brown hard hat and pair of glasses.
Work coordination. Once everyone has a clear idea of how the site is progressing and what their day's activity looks like, it's important to make sure that they understand what's happening around them. It's crucial that you discuss the coordination of work activities between different teams working on site. Again, the more everyone engages and collaborates at this point, the more likely the risk reduces naturally and the likelihood of any potential crossovers or pinch points are controlled. Two-way communication.
Any other issues you want to raise or any observations so we can fill it in here for today's work?
Yeah, on the West platform yesterday, Irvin's just...
Always take time to listen and collate as much information as you can about any observations and issues that the team have. Your team's input will be vital to the continued success of the briefings in the future. Encourage your team to challenge any unforeseen risk or issues that they are concerned about and work together to mitigate the risk and what controls are necessary to improve planning of the tasks. By taking time to discuss and listen to their input, you could prevent much larger delays in the future, keeping your site safer and on program. The information and how you deliver your briefing can help keep your team safe, creating a positive culture and safer working environment. Interaction during the briefing is paramount to reinforce the message. Engage with your team and promote a two-way conversation. To confirm the correct message of communication is understood, ask individuals questions on the briefing to confirm from their response everyone has understood.
Stay outside the exclusion zone.
Plant and equipment updates. For planned activities to be successful, it's essential to make sure that everyone has access to the necessary plant, equipment, tools, and PPE. Encourage your team during the meeting and offer an opportunity to highlight urgent requirements and make arrangements for specific materials that they might need for upcoming works. Project progress. When safety talks are completed, your daily activity briefing is also the perfect opportunity to make sure that your team are informed with the progress of the project. For example, project schedule target dates, completed milestones, changes in design, personnel. Listen to their feedback. This is also a good time to make note of any upcoming targets or deadlines. Communication updates. Finally, make sure your team are aware of any updates or changes in communication protocols, reporting mechanisms, or documentation requirements. Doing this on a regular basis helps maintain effective communication between teams and helps make sure that everyone on the ground understands what they need to do. These daily meetings are paramount to keeping your team informed and safe. But to maximize the briefing effectiveness, they must be consistent and meaningful. Always lead by example. Be mindful that your lowest standard witnessed by your team will be the very highest standard they will ever achieve. Also, remembering the standard you walk by is the standard you set for the whole team. It is important that the briefings should be relevant. They should be relevant to the type of task the workers need to undertake. Short and to the point if possible. They should be easy to understand. Satisfy yourself everyone understands. Always ask questions on your briefing, making sure your team have understood your message 100%. This will help keep everyone safe and ultimately contribute to the success of the project. And remember, empowerment. The empowerment for everyone to challenge anything that does not look or feel safe. If you see something that's unsafe or someone working unsafely,
Either you do it safely or not at all, or not at all.
stop the job.